fighting to come again. As the year flew by from the excitement, we now declare the opening of our special team tournament begins. In 1996.
Speechless. I'm letting that intro play out because everything about it is just great. Amazing. This is the King of Fighters 96, a game that is 25 years old as of this recording. It has by far the most interesting roster of the KOFs of the 20th century. For one thing, you're looking at a team comprised entirely of SNK bosses, a first. But a lot of hallmarks of this game are here. Fan-favorite characters are introduced in 96. Probably some of the game's most memorable tracks of the franchise. Coming from 96. Like, a lot of this game laid out a lot of the foundations of what would make KOF what it is. And things it would constantly reuse for the better. But for the most part, not much has changed in the way you fight, but there are a few key additions to 96. You still charge with ABC. However, watch your buttons. Pressing B and C causes taunt. And you can roll! You can dash forward. Pressing two buttons together will do that to you. So, a lot of fan-favorite characters were introduced here. Leona, Maturing Vice, Kasumi, an entire boss team, and we're gonna fight this all as the Fatal Fury team. Let the games begin. What's especially interesting about this game is that they reuse locations. Like, two teams will share the same location, you won't be able to tell, they'll look so different. Like, one might be at night, another might be, say, littered with Asuna merchandise. But there's a lot of things that keep me coming back to this one in particular. Especially the music, which I cannot stress enough. Probably one of the best soundtracks in the entire franchise. So Andy loses his 3-hit attack, but he gains a couple new tricks. That one is especially helpful, and I don't use it enough. But yeah, that was kind of a breeze, even for a slightly lower difficulty from the norm. Do not expect that to last. You never get complacent when you play KOF, because it'll find a way.
Round 1. Ready, go!
There we are.
KO.
But I love the little cameos at this stage.
Joe versus Joe.
A couple of Fatal Fury characters we haven't met.
Go.
At least one of them will be making a future KOF appearance. Nice.
KO.
That was gonna happen eventually.
Winner is Joe. Terry versus Joe. Round 3. Ready, go. KO.
I never noticed that before. Top of the roof over there, Tung Furu.
Terry.
That's a character you do recognize.
Round 4. Ready, go.
Oh, was that rising tackle with some armor? Ow. Alright.
Terry versus Round. Round 1. Ready,
It's like every single piece of this soundtrack is legendary. What I find interesting about Terry in 96 is that his rising tackle is a Dragon Punch motion. Not complaining, mind you. It's just, it's very often a charge motion. I think they would bring that rising tackle with them in 98. Good lord, can we have Goofy rising tackle back? I really like that. Ah, geez, that was way too late. Yeah, Leona making her debut here. One of the quicker, craftier characters. A little hard to get a beat on her pattern. You basically need to counter hit her.
KO. Winner is Joe. Joe versus Rob. Round 4. Ready, go.
Oh god, now I don't want to get cradled, game. Thank you for the invitation, but...
KO. Winner is Rob.
Yeah, don't let his standard appearance fool you. He is consistently one of the deadliest characters in KOF. Haven't had much time to talk about Clark. And there we are. Jeez, what have you got against puzzle games, Andy? I find them to be very engaging. I don't know why they get a bad rap. Yeah, I like that order. But you'll see what I mean?
Terry versus Baker.
Kinda similar to the Cyclic Soldier stage, but looking a little different. Looking a lot less crowded. Looking to be a bit more casual. That's what I like. It kind of reminds me of Real Bout, where you do like 3 fights in one stage. I mean, at least in Real Bout it made sense, because whatever was going on in Real Bout took place in one town. Here it just seems like we're ditching the idea of teams being represented by country, which, let's be honest, wasn't gonna last. Another interesting thing is that Power Wave's not a projectile anymore, it's a literal ground wave. Don't know if I like that better than the standard projectile. I'm taking it very easy on Daimon, just because I don't want to get close. Because that can happen if he does. I'm not a fan of anything he does close up. I love this theme. I love the Kim Team's theme, 96. You gotta have one game with at least a giant door opening. It's standard now. When you do stage intros, a door has to open. Alright. I'll take that. Okay, not let that happen. Oh, good! Roll right through my shit. I played with my food, that's what I get. Run. would have been awesome.
Okay. Winner is Terry. Terry versus King.
Sorry, I don't get to listen to this theme too often in 14. Because it does exist if you do a certain match. Oh! I took a shot.
KO. Winner is King. Andy versus King. Round 5. Ready, go.
Ooh, I like that one. Liking that comeback. Alright, this is the team I was afraid of. The female fighters team.
Andy.
Cool intro aside, every one of them is a consistent threat. Do not go to the air with Mai, she will win every time, no exceptions. Ow. That's a tough one.
Winner is Mike. Joe versus Mike. Round 2. Ready, go.
Oh, goody, just jumped right over it. Nice. That's not nice at all. It would be super good. It would be super nice if you walked into that giant hurricane for me.
Terry versus Mike. Round 3. Ready, go. KO.
Now for the one I'm most afraid of.
Terry versus King. Round 4. Ready, go.
If she wants to, she will use that move, that surprise rose move, every time, whenever she feels like. You get very little recourse over it unless you know it's coming. I chose to gamble, and I came up Snake Eyes. Story of my life. Get out of here.
Winner is Terry. Terry versus Taki.
Sumi Toto, introduced in Art of Fighting 3.
Ready, go.
She is the daughter of that man waving his fans in the background. She's a counter character. She also has a very long-range ground wave. I can't afford to get aggressive with her. Oh! Thank you, Terry. Thank you. That effort of yours was a little more than just okay, but thank you. That is one of the tougher fights. And I'm glad it went by without too much trouble. So, Mature and Vice, you may have seen them in the intro before you fight Rugal. They are now fully fledged characters. Well, fully fledged is a bit of a stretch for one of them. Trying to fit. It's making it very difficult to do so. That's right, she can grab. Oh boy! That was quite the combination.
Winner is Master. Joe versus Master. Round 2. Ready, go.
So Vice, she gets invited to a game I was not expecting her to, and it bothers me. Ah, I chose the wrong time to do everything. Ah. Making a lot of stupid mistakes. So Vice was invited to a future game called Capcom vs. SNK. That always kind of bothered me. Felt a little random. It does come down to personal preference a bit. I infinitely prefer playing as Mature over playing as Vice. If the rules were reversed and Mature was selected instead, I would not complain as much. Alright, gotta be a little defensive to go around hit again. Ah, why? Why is your bird knuckle so bad in this game, Terry? Why is your bird knuckle so bad in this game, Terry? That's all I need to know. What happened to you? It gets crushed by just about everything a character like, say, Iori does. Let's sit on your KOF logo of shame for a second. I like this continue screen too.
Okay.
Alright. New setup, Terry first.
Terry versus Bowser. Round 1. Ready, go!
There we are.
KO!
Also introduced in this game, the ability to just hop across the screen as opposed to jumping across.
Round 2.
You're not going to see much of this movement from me. I sometimes forget it is there, despite it being incredibly vital to your survival. Why would you give Rising Tackle a hit of armor? Like, what is that? Thanks, but why? Terry's so weird in 96. Weird properties all over the place. I should just not. Come on. It's fun. It's fun to step into the giant geyser. That leaves us with a newly redefined Art of Fighting team. They still have the Tiger and Dragon, but this time they have Yuri, formerly of the Female Fighters team. And you have the same background as the Fatal Fury team, it's just this time it's sunset, which I think is a very beautiful sky. Hell Shokoken is now super, not a regular move you can just toss out. See? Yeah, 96 is not that fun with projectiles. Like, Robert doesn't throw any out at the specials. His is just a burst in front of his face. Good for combos, bad for them. Oh, this is maddening. Thank you. I'll do whatever it takes, man. And now the sky has changed. Solid. Alright, you're in your grab. Yep, that sounds about right. Oh my god, stop jumping. Stop jumping! God damn it. Didn't even have time to read the quote, but I probably should have. Good life advice. Alright, rethinking this formation real quick.
Joe, Buzz, Roma. Round 1. Ready, go.
Robert is just such a counter puncher. Such a counter puncher in this game, it's not even funny. Oh my god, I can't get a single hit on him. Feels like he just walks into one and I don't get one of my own volition.
Round 2. Ready, go.
I'm waiting.
KO.
Stay cool as a cucumber.
Andy versus Yuri. Round 3. Ready, go.
That was lucky. This is rough.
KO. Winner is Yuri. Terry versus Yuri. Round 4.
Gonna climb this mountain eventually.
Go.
Every time! She's not falling for shit. She's not falling for anything. That's not good.
Okay.
Joe, Buzz, Joe. Round 1. Ready, go.
Just such clutch uppercuts. I just asked that a move reach out and touch something. But I'm asking for the move. Ow. Just had to let go for a moment. Just had to get in the zone really quick. Not be so concerned. I'll take that trade. That's too much. Like, Robert is such a counter puncher. He gets so defensive, only moving when you move. I gotta counter hit him. I've also not gotta sweep him. That would be a nice adjustment. Alright then. So about that boss team I was talking about, they are literally the last leg before the final stretch. And this gentleman, Wolfgang Krauser. A two-word descriptor for him really quick would be German Sagat. He throws balls high and low, big stubby normal moves. But just look at him. Everything about this character is art. And he's voiced by an actor from the United States. Not that common for SNK, but it happens sometimes. And then there's Mr. Pig. Less a fan of him. What is interesting about the boss team is that every character has their own unique character theme, which I think is a very neat touch. Ah, beat to the punch. I can't. It's multi-hits. Take him across the screen. Yeah, I'm just gonna let him do himself in. Try to, at least. Oh man, it's like sticking your hand in a cookie jar with this character. He's such a monster. It's like, what if Billy Kane but sunglasses? I'm trying to draw you out to do a thing. Gotta counter hit him. And then there's you. Long time no see. Also, aren't you supposed to be dead? Okay, don't jump. Well, if he wasn't before, he sure died of embarrassment then. We did it! We won the thing! We get to meet the organizer of this tournament, Chizuru Kagura. This is also her debut. Oh, I say we lucked out. We beat him on the first try. Just a Yosha minute! Joe, please! Alright. First mid-boss, Chizuru Kagura. The good news is, once we beat her, we can move on to the main event. And also behold the best theme in KOF. So while that seemed like an ass-whooping, let me assure you, she's not the worst part of this game by a long shot. Let that sink in. Alright. So that was just for demonstration purposes of how badly she can wreck you. Also, me not talking over Fairy. The best theme in King of Fighters, fight me. Actually, don't fight me. Yes. I love everything about this. The theme, the stage with the big giant Jumbotron, all the crazy shit in the background. King of Fighters is worldwide. Big giant final stage. Me getting swept and eating a DP for it.
KO. Winner is Jason. Andy versus Jason. Round 2. Ready, go.
Chizuru's got tricks. Despite being the tournament organizer, she's no slouch. She's very reminiscent of tournament organizers today. Oh my god, I have to not sweep so much.
Okay.
Okay. That DP with her mirror image is just rough. That solves 9 out of 10 conflicts. Oh, I see. Waiting for me to finish, huh? Sounds good to me.
Okay.
But if you don't know what you're doing in that fight and you start getting a little stale, you pay the price. But once again, she's not the worst part of this run. And we start developing our KOF plot, bringing up the idea of the great power of Orochi, the one that Rugal tried to grab for himself, realized it was a little too hot to handle. Oh, and test she did. You see, we were on the clock this entire tournament. Chizuru was preparing us for the real threat. Ever wondered why Rugal was a bit of a Cyclops? Forecast calls for wind. I just might do it. It will take plenty of tries, but I'm hoping not too much. Welcome to one of the most infamous bosses in King of Fighters history, Gainus. Which I'm going to guess is a real tomato-tomato pronunciation. He will knock the wind right out of your sails. Okay, attempt number 1. So, this man does not care for your rules about using supers. He'll just walk right up to you and throw one. He doesn't care. He throws out little wind cyclones. He can plant them wherever he wants. Like 4 cardinal spots on the stage. It is nearly impossible to roll through them. Getting in his face will get you either thrown or command grab super. So there's no proper range you can fight him. This is definitely a shoot-to-kill boss. Once you have a hit, make it count. And yeah, that's about what I expected.
Okay.
Okay, attempt number 2. Fight fire with fire. Yep. Roll is practically worthless. Once again, try to roll through them and you just can't. He doesn't care for your meters, he'll super whenever and however he wants. Roll's practically worthless here. You'll either fail to roll through the Cyclones or roll right into his person for his grab of choice. fight this fight a certain way. Especially since I'm using characters that aren't necessarily ideal when it comes to dealing with him.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, attempt number 3. No, you were on to me. You were on to me. Like a fly walking right into the lamp. I'm running right into him. If you get really unlucky, you just can't move. He sticks an entire wall of Cyclone right in front of me. Like I said, not necessarily a good time. Didn't have a real big plan for him. Alright, attempt number 4. I can't help but land on his person. Him with max meter is especially bad news. Yeah, damn it. Oh, you got recharging. No, my man. Oh god, that would have hit too. Game is like, are you done? Yeah, this is another bad run. It's like I know when it's over. When he has you at the opposite side of the screen spamming cyclones, it's over. That is the universal indication that you aren't winning. Okay, attempt number 5. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. The reason why it took away projectiles for the majority of the cast, you're looking at him. Just God forbid you fight someone at a distance.
Round 2. Ready, go!
On to my plan, of course. There we go! Good night! Oh, thank goodness. Would you look at that? You made me bleed my own blood. I'm dying, you idiots! And he's gone. Even at this difficulty, I was worried that it was going to take many more attempts. I'm really glad it didn't. Because Gainus can make you very unlucky. It feels like every other time you get in his face, you're either met with grab, you're either met with a super, or a super max grab. So there is no range at any point where he is considered weak. If you approach him, best of luck. Your A game needs to be on point. But that is King of Fighters 96. This game is the one. It's a very special entry in the series. Like I said, a lot of fan favorite characters, a lot of great music, probably the best soundtrack in the franchise. Very infamous final bosses. It's kind of a tough one to get through. I had to lower the difficulty by 1 point, but it made very little difference. But I enjoyed this game. I enjoy going back to it. It's still fun for a KOF. I'd still infinitely prefer this over 94, 95. But I guess next up is 97, or so it would seem. We have to travel across an ocean to play our next King of Fighters game.